Okay, courtside is freaking packed. Like, over a couple days, like, thousands of people have showed up. It's kind of crazy. All right, we got the ingredients to make a very special dish tonight. Let's head back to camp. All right, guys, so I just got back from the grocery store. I'm not sure if you could tell what I'm making, but if you're paying attention, you probably already know. So at the event that I was at, there was a day where we did a potluck where everybody made something and brought it to like a big table and everybody tried all the stuff. And I had the bright idea to try to make a eggplant parmesan. I haven't made an eggplant parmesan in probably like 12 years, honestly, since I was like really young. And I wanted to do everything from scratch. So I made the sauce from scratch, and that took a long time. The whole process took way longer than I thought. So by the time I got to the potluck, most of the food was gone. My friend TJ made lumpia, and it was all gone. I didn't get to try any, and I'm still so sad about that. But I pretty much put my eggplant parmesan on the table, and then I went to see if there was anything that looked good to me, and the eggplant parmesan got absolutely devoured. So I actually did not try any of my own eggplant parmesan, but from the people who did try it, they said that it was like ridiculously good. So today we're gonna make that again for dinner, so I can actually try my eggplant parmesan, because I haven't had an eggplant parmesan since the last time I made one, which, like I said, was like 12 years back. So I'm super stoked to make an eggplant parmesan and like low-key hoard it to myself and devour it. So yeah, I'm about to clean the van up real quick so we have a clean kitchen to work with, and then we'll get started on the eggplant parmesan.
Idiot, like nothing that comes out of a person's mouth that is like normal is unbiased. So this is biased. This is my opinion, all right? Also, world and all that. But yeah, that's all the caveats y'all get. I know hip-hop conversations in general bring out some of the worst weirdos. Y'all come up with whatever narrative, bad faith interpretation you want in the comments. I really can't be bothered. No, is in Kendrick's record distribution company, UMG. It's not odd that both of them would be under the same umbrella deal, by the way. They're only like...
All right, guys, so to start with my eggplant parmesan, I'll be roasting some peppers to make a really good pasta sauce. So I got green, red, and yellow peppers. I'm gonna put these in the oven for like an hour, I guess, to roast. I should have been doing this while I was cleaning, but I really got like hyper focused while I was cleaning, and halfway through I was like, oh no, I meant to do that. So now it's like 6 p.m. and this could have already been done. So we're gonna have to wait another hour to do this, but yeah. Let's get started. So while our peppers are roasting in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and prep these eggplants. I'm just using 2. The other ones at the store didn't look like they were in great shape. I used 3 for the last one that I did, but since this is just gonna be for me, 2 is more than enough. So let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna start by making a cut around here. And then we're just gonna cut long ways throughout the entire thing so I can have more area to spread it apart. There we go. All right, so I've never seen anyone do this, but I'm gonna do like a cross cut scoring on the eggplants because I feel like it'll help it grab and like hold on to the flour and the breadcrumbs easier. So hopefully I don't cut straight through them, but yeah, let's give that a try. All right, just lightly. This is my first day using this specific knife, and it is very sharp. I like accidentally cut my finger a little bit just like taking it out of the holster a few hours ago. So it's just cutting straight through. Ah, yep, see? Went a little too deep there. Okay. Vegetables perfectly roasted. See how the garlic looks. Oh, wow. That's some good roasted garlic right there. All right, so obviously I live in a van, so space is always a huge concern. But since I'm on a journey to become the best chef I can be one day, I am trying to get some tools to help me along the way. And one tool that I really love, that I really wanted to bring in the van, is a food processor. While doing the van build, I could not find the space or really rationalize its power consumption. So I had an idea to look for something. I didn't even know that this existed, but I just Googled it. I Googled a manual food processor and I found one. This right here is a manual food processor. So when you open it up, it's got the blades inside. And you put whatever contents you need in there. Put the lid back on, and it's got this pull string. And you just pull it, and it really, I've never used it. I haven't used it yet. I've had this for a year now. I have not used it. But I'm gonna try to use it to pulse up this garlic and these peppers to see if we can get them like all pulsed up like how a food processor would. So let's see how this stacks up and if it's a worthy investment for small space livers like myself. We've seen it all. We're tired. So what you want from me? All right, peppers going in. Oh, it's actually really small in here. So I guess we can only do like 2 peppers at a time, if this even works. Okay, peppers are in there. Let's pulse it up and see if this actually works. Oh, wow. Guys, that was real time. I didn't cut anything. That's actually perfect. What? That's like perfectly pulsed up. And it took like 10 pulls. Let's throw some more in here. Whew, it's really hot. All right, I think that was 20 pulses. Let's see. You've got to be kidding me. Look at that. That is literally perfect. What? Wow. Okay, let's add the roasted garlic now. Right in there. It smells incredible. If it took 20, like, I think it probably took like 40 pulses to pulse the peppers. So I'm just going to do like 10 pulses max for this, since it's already like perfect. Wow, I am really shocked. Okay. That is actually perfect. Look at that. Whoa. Okay, let's make some pasta sauce. So now it's time to actually throw the sauce together. So I've got my roasted red peppers and garlic. I'm just gonna use some crushed tomatoes. Last time I actually got like regular tomatoes and I just like roasted those too, but it didn't really make a huge difference in the taste. So I'm just gonna try some crushed tomatoes. Plus these have basil, and I couldn't find basil at any of the stores, so it's in here. And then I got some tomato paste. So pretty simple, but it's all homemade, and I'm excited to try this next sauce. Also, this thing is, I'm gonna be using this like crazy. I did not know this would work so well. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, like I said, I've had this for like a year, haven't used it once, and I think part of me was like nervous to use it because I was like, I'm gonna try it out. It's gonna suck, and then I'll never use it. So I just kind of like put it off, but this is awesome. If I can find the link to it from a year ago, I will link it below. So if there's a link below, it'll be in my like items, probably at the way down bottom. If I can find it, it'll be on there. All right, tomato paste. Some peppers. right, so I'm gonna be deglazing this with some wine, not just any wine though. I got Snoop Dogg's Cali Red wine. I've never tried this before, so yeah, we're gonna try it in here, and then we'll maybe pour ourselves a glass with our eggplant parmesan when it's done. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of granulated white sugar. Last time that I made this, I didn't have to add any sugar because the tomatoes that I got, the fresh tomatoes, were so sweet. Some black pepper. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt. The breadcrumbs already have like Italian herbs in them and all that, so I don't want this to turn out too salty, so I'll add slowly as I go. Because fun fact to remember, you can always add more salt, but you can never take it away from your dish. So I'd learned it the hard way a lot working in restaurants. All right, I got some coconut oil right here. Let's fry up some eggplant. He's just watching me. I feel like I've been gone for so long. I haven't made a meal in this van in a minute. To be honest, I just been chilling out in the desert, really just trying to like think about what I want to do this year, how I want to make my content for you guys. I honestly hung out with some friends out in California for a few days too. That was really good to see them and hang out. But I'm back in the desert now, camping in the van, and we made a beautiful eggplant parmesan. My first time making this in at least 12 years. It has been so long, but it turned out beautifully. I'm excited to finally get to try it. So yeah, without any further ado, let's dig into this bad boy. Fork. It smells incredible. The sauce, that roasted garlic, the peppers. Cheers, guys. It is 11:30 p.m. right now. I started making this around like 6:30, maybe 7. And it was so worth it. This is delicious. This sauce, this homemade thick roasted garlic sauce. Lars is funny. He was up in his little cat dome up there. But whenever I start eating, he likes to eat too. Because every time that I eat, I give him food. And he already ate, but right when I started eating, he jumped down, and now he's eating like his little leftovers, which is super cute. But wow, this is so good. The eggplant is nice and crispy. There's not a lot of salt in this dish, but honestly, I'd rather it be a little undersalted than have too much salt. The sauce is rich, beautifully rich with those green, red, and yellow peppers, the tomato and basil, the roasted pepper. This is like comfort food. This is legit comfort food. One thing I would change, the sauce, I did make it a little too sweet for my taste. The sauce I made last time was perfect, the one that just had tomatoes in it. I added a little too much sugar in this. It's not like overly sweet, but like for me, when I get like when I make a pasta sauce or like a marinara, I usually do like a minimal salt, but I was overcompensating for last time, I guess. It's a little too sweet, but it's honestly not a big deal. It's still extremely good. I'm gonna go 8.4. It's really, really good. If the sauce wasn't like super sweet, it might get a 9. Oh, I forgot to actually try this Snoop Dogg wine. It really made that sauce pop. So let's try a little bit of that. Cheers, guys. Good job, Snoop. This is pretty good. No complaints. So I'm not sure if you guys just caught that, but I do have my mug back. And I want to tell you the story about it because it's actually really, really serendipitous. So after I made my eggplant parmesan for the potluck, I brought it to the table, and as I put it down, I heard someone call my name. I turn around, and it's this nice woman, all smiles, and she goes, "Mateo, I watch your channel. I'm a subscriber." So I put the food down, I give her a hug, and we're just talking. And she's telling me about like where she's from and stuff like that. And then I tell her about my eggplant parmesan. She gets some on her plate, and then she walks away. So I'm like, okay, that was nice to meet her. Her name was Mickey, by the way. So I'm like, okay, let me just keep going on with my business. And then she walks back up to me, taps me on the shoulder, and I turn around, and she's like holding this mug. She's like, this is for you. And I was like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, I bought this mug after watching your channel, but then I saw you break yours. If you guys remember when I broke it. And I have Lars, but I meant like human interaction, I guess. But she's like, I saw you break yours, so if I ever met you, I wanted to give you this mug. Hey, Bubby, it's a good story, right? No. He either wants to play or he's ready to go to bed and he wants me to shut up. So give me one moment, Bubby. Oh. But yeah, so she hands me the mug. She's like, I really want you to have that. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, absolutely. So we start talking more, and she tells me that she's from Japan and she's been living in America for like 30 years or so. And that's when I tell her, because it felt like so crazy that she just happened to run into me and have this mug. And she mentions that she grew up in Japan and she's been living in America for 30 years. And that's when I told her that I'm actually planning a trip to Japan. And she's the first person that I told that. And you guys now are the next people that I'm telling. I'm planning a trip to Japan. And it just seemed like so lined up for me to commit to that idea. Because I've been thinking about going out of the country. I've never been out of the country, not once. I used to live in Alaska for a bit, been to Hawaii. Obviously, those are still a part of America, but, you know, it's not directly connected. But I've never been out of the country, and I really have been wanting to go out of the country. I got my passport like a couple months back, but I never really pulled the trigger on anything. I was like, I don't know if my community wants to see me in Japan. Like, maybe no one will care. Maybe they just want to see me like in the van doing stuff with Lars. But that moment, I was like, I need to really like start living for myself. There's no reason why I should want to go to Japan and not do it because of a fear or something like that. So that moment, I was like, I'm going to Japan. And she was like, really? And she gave me her contact information. She's like, if you have any questions while you're out there, let me know. But all that to say this, guys, I'm going on my first out of the country trip very, very, very soon. I'm extremely nervous. I've never been out of the country. I don't know what to expect. I don't know really what I'm doing, but I'm trusting that it's going to work out. I'm doing my research to get as prepared as I can. I'm super excited, and I hope you guys are excited for me because I'm bringing you guys along. So we're going international, baby. And I don't plan on this being my last out of the country trip. I want to take you guys all across the world with me because you guys are the reason why I'm able to go travel anyways. And it's literally, like, I'm literally so honored to be able to take you guys with me and show you what I see. And there's so many more surprises coming up this year, guys. But yeah, we're going to Japan. Cheers. If you guys have any questions about what I just told you or anything, let me know in the comments. I'll try to get to as many as I can. Any suggestions or any advice, all that good stuff, let me know. I'm super stoked, super nervous, but this trip is just the beginning, guys. I am really planning on this to be a huge year for this channel and more. I'll say that. You guys are gonna get more good quality videos. I know I honestly got really burnt out after Vlogmas of uploading every single day for 25 days straight, which is a part of the reason why I took a little break there, but I'm back and I'm ready to improve. I'm ready to give you guys good videos, great recipes. I'm ready to show you guys the world and so much more. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for everyone who is here. Follow me on this journey. 2 years ago in the Astro van, if you had told me I'd be planning a trip to Japan just 2 years later, I wouldn't even be able to like conceive that as a reality. So the fact that we're here, it just speaks to what can happen when you try. Lars is going crazy over there. I think he's ready for me to get off camera. Yeah, talk to me in the comments, guys. I will be there answering as many questions as I can. I love you guys so much. Or as Dolly would say, I love you guys so much. And I'm so excited for this year and all that's to come. And I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. So until next time, peace. You're okay. Hey, what's up, little buddy? What kind of fox are you? What are you? Who are you? You're so close to me.